3 years ago, I had zero confidence. I was socially anxious, I was riddled with self-doubt, and I overthought everything. I felt invisible. And the worst part was that I had no idea how to change it. I was too shy to make any effort to fix my life, and not making any effort reinforced my shyness. It was an unbreakable cycle. I always knew what lucid dreaming was, but I never made any effort to learn it. Then I randomly got an epiphany that I should just practice my social skills inside a lucid dream. So I started learning how to lucid dream, and after months of trying, I finally figured it out. And this turned into the most powerful mental tool I've ever discovered. So once I was able to go lucid for more than 20 seconds, the first thing I wanted to try was talking to girls. Before you start roasting me in the comments, you have to understand, in my waking life, I was a literal NPC, and I hated my life. In dreams, I was the main character, and I had nothing to lose. So I'd spawn random dream characters and put myself in different situations, and I'd just practice. And what blew my mind was how real it felt. And if you haven't lucid dreamed before, then it's hard to explain, but they are indistinguishable from real life. But lucid dreaming gave me room to experiment without fear of judgment, and slowly it started carrying over into real life. It felt like the déjà vu effect. I had felt confidence in the dream so many times that when I was in these social situations in real life, it felt like I'd already been there before. So a few weeks passed, and even with those wins, something didn't feel right. It was confusing because I could literally control my dreams, something most people will never be able to do, and I still felt miserable. I had access to this entire world built by my subconscious, and I was still walking around with the same inner weight. That's when I realised I was still avoiding the real problem. I started lucid dreaming to fix one aspect of my life, but it never hit me just how much more I could fix. I had access to a whole world inside my head, and the only thing I was focusing on was rizzing up girls. So I made a list of every truth I wanted to uncover, every piece of pain I was carrying, old memories, regrets, shame, trauma I never dealt with. And this is where I discovered the true power of lucid dreaming. The lucid dreaming space is infested with lies and misinformation. That's why it took me months of trial and error just to get my first lucid dream. That's why I built the Lucid Dreaming Circle. In there, you can get my full roadmap to get your first lucid dream in under 14 days, multiple courses, a community of like-minded individuals, 24/7 access to me for any questions you may have, and so much more. It's all the information that I wish I had when I first started. So if that interests you, check the link in the description. Back to the video. I went into every dream with a specific goal in mind. I'll tell you a story of one of my best lucid dreaming moments. So I had this friend, let's call him Melvin. So we had a very ugly falling out. We hadn't spoken in years. I held so much hate in my heart for him, but that hate was weighing down on me. So in the dream, I brought him into this room and we talked. I told him everything I never got to say, and we both apologized and made up. And I woke up crying. And yes, I'm aware that this was all in my head, but the weight off my chest was very real. That's when I truly understood what lucid dreaming was. It's more than just flying around and having sex, but it's the gateway to self-discovery. And that's the beauty of it. It's built by the subconscious for the conscious mind to explore. We all hold on to trauma, regrets, and pain. And in my experience, lucid dreaming is the single best way to help resolve a lot of that pain. And one more thing I want to say is that I've been doing this for 2 years and I've never gotten bored of it. So I hope that opened your perspective. That lucid dreaming isn't an escape. It's therapy, visualization, and spiritual exploration. Check the link below if you want me to help you get your first lucid dream in 14 days.